Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Forlan.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Forlan.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Forlan! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's in a good position here. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Akanji wins the duel this time. What a throw in. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening.
It's Forlan! Park Ji-sung. Sporting are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Looking to play him in. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Guardiola. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! Goal! Inter! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Sporting really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Aquinic. Vermin! Oh, just wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Mbappe. Park Ji-sung. Great ball if he can get there. Goes for a shot! He's scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Park Ji-sung, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Not the most accurate pass. Forlan. Great vision. That's good vision. And he's gone looking for safety. Foot in. And here's Azar. And this is Forlan. It's Forlan! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Forlan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sporting with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Sporting are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's got away. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Castellanos. He's through, now is he in? Look at the space here. Guardiola.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Castellanos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's a sharp little ball here. Park Ji-sung. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, perfectly measured that. And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is... And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 18.
Here we go again.
Número 7.
Sporting come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. And here's Castellanos. Knocks it out wide. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Looking tidy in possession here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Batistuta. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Another throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Knocks it into space. Sporting come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Cross goes in there. He rises! Crossed in once more. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Castellanos! They've done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the front.
Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Spread it left. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Messi. Azar. Sporting, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Camavinga. No, that's been intercepted. Now he's got space here. Adams gets over and intercepts. Hakimi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Guardiola! It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe, and he's well positioned here. Conte. That's Guardiola. Spread out to the left.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Time and again they are repelled. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi! No way through. It's Park Ji-sung. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Castellanos. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Castellanos. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 20.
So here comes the substitution.
Número 8. Park Ji-sung. Número 22. Messi. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11.
Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield.
Número 23.
Now it's Lopez. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. In with the challenge. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Picked out brilliantly. Camavinga! Oh, impressive strike. Mbappe. Hakimi. Hazard goes on a charge down the left. Five minutes left on the clock. Now it's Castellanos. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Camavinga. Fermin. Now it's Castellanos. That's a pretty loose pass. That is good alertness. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Castellanos. And the pass is intercepted. Szoboszlai. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, super find. Brought out the best in the keeper. Fermin bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe, can he finish? They've scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think
And time is up. Sporting have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Guardiola. And it's Hernandez. Caicedo. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Messi. Hernandez. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Hazard! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Hernandez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Son Heung-min. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Has a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Indonesia really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Hazard, Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. That's a good ball out wide. And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a fine interception. Van Dijk. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Messi. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Yamal. Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta! Robertson with the clearance. Now it's Yamal. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Alexander-Arnold, Mbappe, and Hernandez. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And this is Messi. Azar. Oh, they could break here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Caicedo. Could be danger here. And he's let fly. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Valverde, and reclaimed it in a trice. Spread it left, and he's picked it up out wide. To Batistuta. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de convenção.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Yamal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Sporting really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Sporting ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Robertson gets it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Akanji. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hernandez. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he plays one through. There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, He took his time and he put it where very few can.
Sporting have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off. That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that has been cut short.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Nice sequence of passes, this. Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. He shifted it to the flank, and he's worked it through. Yamal! Yamal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Lamine Yamal has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And he's there to belt it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Spread out to the left. Foden receives it in a wide position. Now it's Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Valverde. Now it's Foden. He's had it taken off him. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Decent chance! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Zaire Emery, and he's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta and Messi! And he hits the net. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Substituição para o Sporting.
And when the manager called on him, he's through, it's a big chance!
E vai para Arthur.
Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Chooses to go back,
Vamos ter 5 minutos.
and he's
de
had it
compensação.
nicked away. Camavinga proves just a little bit too strong. Cannavaro. Zaire Emery conjures time and space where few can. And he's managed to gift it back. Just eases him off the ball, threads one in. Donnarumma. And that's it. Sporting, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. Sporting prepare for one of the most important games in their history. Last day, must win. It is the most unmissable of games, the real epitome of do or die. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Sporting Cup. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now this could be a chance. Devisi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and...
There's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Van Basten. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot's on here. Decent chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That is a brilliant interception. Alexander-Arnold. Robson. Sporting are trailing against the run of play. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's an excellent interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Sporting really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he shoots! Rijkaard. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Guardiola. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Baresi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Always onto this. Now it's Foden. Plays it across. Robson. Rijkaard. Van Dijk cuts it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Guardiola. Spread out to the left. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Maradona. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Foden is onto it in a flash. Foden in acres of space out wide. Now it's Batistuta. Delivered in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Threads one in. Big chance! Dispatched clinically. Not so fast. Not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Sporting grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard finds himself offside. Aldair. And it's Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that has not gone well. We are into overtime. That has ended up in no man's land. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Sporting really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we are back on the way. No changes at the interval from either side. Now it's Foden, and he was quick to react. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. In with the challenge. Maradona was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Aldair. Looking for options for movement. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he cuts out the supply. Maradona. Played into space out wide. A header! And again! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Aldair. And it's Rijkaard. That's Rijkaard. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Big header! Conte. Guardiola. And now the breakaway. Foden looking to run onto it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rijkaard. Maradona. Now it's Van Basten. He's had it taken off him, and he's intervened well there. Robson. Rijkaard. Strong running down that left flank. Hazard. Hazard gets flagged offside. Robson. Distributed tidily. Maradona. Guardiola. Guardiola puts his foot on the gas. Maradona. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And this is Van Basten. And he's chosen to go back. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
He gets big. There it is. And they are back where they started in this fight for promotion.
Well, the old saying about a wounded animal and all that being at its most dangerous has definitely held through this time.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute. Van Basten! That's a decent clearance.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's found support out wide.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Maradona. Stood up well to him there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Rijkaard. Can he latch on to this? That's very neat. Maradona gets into a good position. Now the ball in. Van Basten! And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's a key interception. Hazard. Now it's Messi. Great chance! And that has fair fizzed. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect... It's Griezmann! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Back would it go, and the shot! Oh, this looks sharp. And now they can spring out of defence. Valverde is onto this. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Cannavaro. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Barella, he's found a way through. Chance for a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Manchester United have their second corner now. Adams clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cannavaro. And now the breakaway. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's through and all and Batistuta! It's a goal kick. Adams picks it up from the goal kick. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Griezmann. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Tries to cross. Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Caicedo. And it's Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted. Hazard. Valverde! Valverde! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Barella. Great defending, strong and determined. Barella was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Looking to play him in. There's the shot! Goal! Sporting!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Sporting are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Good read, needed to be. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Hazard, and he plays one through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Hazard. Griezmann looking to run onto it. Very nicely done. Now the cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Robertson. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That is good alertness. Barella. Not the most accurate pass. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Sporting have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Sporting carrying a one-goal lead. Sporting needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
He gets big! Mbappe. Barella. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And it's Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Barella for Messi. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just coming up to the hour mark and it's still 1-0. Barella. Conte. Hazard has created one goal already. Guardiola has it out wide and in space. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And it's Hazard. And this is Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Batistuta could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Caicedo. Valverde. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Hazard. Alexander-Arnold. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So their fourth corner of the game. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Played out wide. Hazard.
Manchester United are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Pinches it off him. Guardiola.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Hazard. Now it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kivior. And it's Valverde. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 20. Hazard. Número 9.
Caicedo.
Griezmann. Número 3. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Número 11.
Sporting have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And here's Messi. Nicely weighted ball.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And it's Timber. Skims one in. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Alexander-Arnold did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. So, what can they come up with here? So, he's plotting something before playing it in.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. Fake shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. Sporting are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta. Is there any support? He might not need it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi, looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Batistuta. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
Conte. That's good running with the ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Guardiola. And it's Conte. A probing pass. Shot at goal! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Searching pass he's played there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now the cross. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Conte. And it's Ødegaard. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! Danger averted for now. Quarter of an hour played. Nicely weighted ball, and he was alert to it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Guardiola. Conte. Oh, cracking ball. Batistuta! And he's there to belt it away. And claimed it back swiftly. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Guardiola.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kimmich. Now it's Hazard. Van Nistelrooy. Ødegaard, who's set up one goal so far. Ødegaard. And he's been shifted off it. Conte. And it's Fernando Torres. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Torres. Ødegaard aimed beyond the defence. Great vision. Conte. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Guardiola. Ødegaard knocks it into space. And Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. And that has put paid to that. And it's Ødegaard. Now this could be a chance. He slings it in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hernandez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Kimmich. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's really well cleared. Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Sporting happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So off we go once more.
Sporting really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Park Ji-sung. Played back in. Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, well played, well played. Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Batistuta. Well read, nice interception. That has ended up in no man's land.
Sporting have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Kimmich. Played into space. Now it's Mbappe. He is just Mbappe! Oh, what has happened here? Torres with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Flashes it across, and the keeper beats it away. And it's Azar. Oh, now it's Azar! And again the keeper stands strong.
Hazard really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. And another try! Oh, that pass isn't... And he shoots! It's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Piercing. Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Park Ji-sung. Kimmich. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Ødegaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No luck with that dink over the top. Courtois gets it away. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mbappe! Not much subtlety about that challenge. Park Ji-sung. And this is Hazard. Hazard is flagged offside.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 10. Número 11. Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 26. Número 18. Forlan. Número 9. Griezmann.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Griezmann. And that is expertly dealt with. And this is Forlan. Sporting have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really...
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working.
He's had a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. That is a great pick out. Forlan picks it up out wide. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Mbappe. Park Ji-sung. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Little pass back. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. That's a cute ball. Now it's Griezmann. Tries to play it through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.